Welcome back to Industry Expert Insight, powered by CounselNavi, where knowledge meets real-world experience. Today we have Dr. Chitrasen Abhyankar, Secretary and CEO of Nirmal Education Source, a practicing advocate at the Bombay High Court and a dedicated educator. He leads institute that now serve over 6,000 students across Mumbai. So let's hear it from him. The evaluation of the education over the past decade.
In last 10 years, what I experience, education has evolved. If we see different dimensions, like from the perspective of students, from the perspective of teachers, and from the perspective of overall education. So we can think it in this manner. As far as students are considered, I feel that the learning capacity has really gone down in last 10 years. Plus, after COVID, especially the 2 years of COVID has really hampered the education understanding of students. The educational intellect has reduced considerably after that those gap of 2 years. Students are now seeking for the easiest way of passing, and that has overall impacted our education system. As far as education is concerned, the new education policy has come into place, and slowly they are implementing it. And with new subjects, new teaching pattern, new course curriculum, that is very nice and probably very advantageous for the students. How students would take it, that depends on students, and they can really think in a proper way so that they can adapt to these new subjects and get maximum knowledge. As far as teaching is concerned, new technology has come into picture. Teachers have become more competent. Information has really gone to next level, and hence there is a phenomenal alteration in the way teachers are teaching nowadays. So I feel education has got through tremendous changes in last 10 years at all levels.
Challenges in career selection for students.
The world is changing very fast. World is changing very fast, and education is also equally changing, and so are the opportunities, career opportunities which are coming into force. Now, what has happened is that this transition is not slow. This transition apparently has been very fast. So probably we were not ready to adopt these changes at that pace at which the world is going. That is what my belief is. The Like previously, you have some formal education, and then you enter into some kind of career line, and you get the opportunities. That is how it was meant for. Probably the brilliant students would get better opportunities, and then that is how sequence would follow. This is what the general trend was. Now I won't say it was the trend, but it was the general trend. But suddenly the shift has gone to skill based. Now skills are more important than your knowledge, your education, or probably anything. What matters the most is what skills you have apart from your formal education. So these new skills, probably students are not inclined to get or adapt very fast, like language skills, communication skills, then uh, for that matter, even operating a PC or laptop is a skill in a manner. So these kind of skills which are required, these probably students are not well acquainted to, or probably they are not realizing that this is very much required aspect of their entire career path. And this is, I feel, is the very big challenge for the students right now, that what kind of skills they should have, and that skill based approach which one should have. This missing of that approach is biggest challenge in front of the students. The career options or career guidance industry which is flourishing up nowadays, I feel is a very positive move towards guiding students for what they can get. Because of multiple opportunities, probably students are confused. Multiple people are confused which line to select, where to go. what to do, what skills are required to go in that particular area, whether that are adaptable to their acumen or not. These are multiple things which are there, which can be taken care of by the career counseling. And I feel that industry is really working positively in that area, and career guidance at right time to student is the utmost factor which is required for a better career and prospective better future. That is what I feel.
Impact of emerging technologies on education.
To me has created adverse impact rather than creating a positive impact. Technology is everywhere. Everywhere means everywhere. You name a thing and technology is there. And however, unfortunately, the better part of technology has remained unused from majority of the students, or for that matter majority of teachers, for that matter majority of professionals, which is required thing in today's time. The best part of technology is not being used the way it should have been used. Nowadays, for students, technology is what? Technology for them is more entertainment rather than using it for their development. Though it has opened up ample opportunities and vast information for the students. However, how many students do we find really working on getting that information? Hardly few. So, but because of that technology, what has happened is that the multiple things in entertainment have become accessible. The WhatsApp every time brings something new and it never gets bored. It never goes into the domain of being old. It is always bringing some new trait, and it's always new. Something or the other is going on with the WhatsApp. This is one example which I am telling you. That happens with probably every social media network. They keep on bringing new changes. These technologies they are bringing in force, and because of that, students are getting more inclined to go for entertainment rather than getting for the information. This is one aspect. Second aspect is that technology has made us lazy. The intellectual effort which we used to do for probably writing down or for searching through books, that has gone drastically. One 3-4 sentences you put in ChatGPT and you get entire information. So that has limited the growth of brain the way it should have been grown up. What I feel is that this technology must be used for enhancement or brain activity, which is not being done. That means this technology is reducing our time efforts. So once they reduce our efforts and time, that means we have another some slot of time wherein we can use this technology to go beyond certain things, which is not happening. People just find out solutions and that's it. Thereafter, they don't work on it to go further. And so that has little adverse impact on various aspects. If technology is used properly, I think it's a wonderful boon, and students can really get advantage from this information, because now entire world is at your fingertips. That information of entire world is at your fingertips. You can really, many times I feel students are dumb. They, in spite of having such a big technology, they if I ask them a question, they have mobile, and then I ask them to use their whatever tools they have, they can use to find out that answer. But no one has got that smartness to open Google and find out that question and then just check. Sometimes they go that dumb. So I feel technology, we should train students to use technology properly.
Role of parents in a technology-driven education era.
Very interesting. It's very interesting about parents' role in students' life. What we saw, our parents were hardly bothered about what we did. They were not bothered about us. At that I think third or fourth standard, we used to go on our own to schools. Nowadays, it's like probably till 10th, parents are dropping students to their schools. I remember when I went to for my 10th examination, I used to go on cycle to my exam, and probably I'm sure many of us did that. But today, parents are taking students. I mean, they are very concerned, very protective about their children. That's a very good point. But then, in the process, they are become too demanding on the students. That do select this kind of career, go this line, go do that area, and that has created a tremendous pressure on the students. This is second aspect, and third aspect is that this extra protection, children are not exposed to the harsh realities of the world, what they are going to face, what they should be facing in the coming life. They are not at all aware about that. I mean, if teacher shouts on student, immediately he tells his parents, and his parents are at in the school and arguing with the teachers, why you shouted my child, without finding out the real reason why that has happened. And they keep on justifying the mistakes of their children. Good, they are protective, but then this extra protection is not advisable for the parents. I feel parents' role should be of friends with the students, in the sense that today's children are exposed to information which their parents were never exposed to. So students have got more information than their parents. So virtually the student's intellectual brain or informative brain is much ahead of parents. So I think parents should trust that brain and should support student in taking decisions what they are best at. If parents support that, probably the technology, the support of parents, and students liking what they like the most can be coupled very well for a student to choose a career path.
How industry experts view CounselNavi's role in today's career ecosystem?
This is my personal belief, and I do believe in it and I follow it. One should have experience, and if you are not getting experience, you should learn it from the experienced person. So if you have experienced person who has got experience of probably 20 or 30 years, that 20-30 years experience, you can learn from that person just by talking with that person. So it is the easiest way to earn experience. So this is my firm belief and I do follow it. Same way I feel that everyone should learn from the experienced people rather than going for learning it from your own experience. You don't have that much time. So learn it from the people who have got experience. Secondly, when you are choosing a career, nowadays it is very, very difficult because multiple branches have opened up. It is not at all now education oriented. What background you have got has got no relevance with what career you are choosing. Probably you are a science background, but you might be land up in entering into somewhere in commerce industry. So that can be a possibility. So there are multiple opportunities which a student can get when he is entering into career. And third aspect of if you get this in new education policy, there are multiple subjects which have been introduced, one side. And secondly, there are multiple entry and exits in pattern. You can number of subjects whichever you like, and you can exit them if you then you can re-enter. So there are multiple choices which this new education policy has given to students. In Indian scenario I am talking about. So if a student is given guidance about career well in advance at the right time, many things will happen. First of all, student will know that which subjects he has to choose. Number two, he will understand that what he likes, what he or she likes. because when career guidance will be given, that time I am sure the way you people are managing, people will understand what is their best liking, because that is what you are going to take them out of. And thirdly, they will be getting the knowledge from the people who already are working in that industry, have got multiple years experience, and contributed to that industry, being experts in that area, who knows what exactly that industry is demanding for. Then, I mean, the various aspects which I told, that multiple subjects introduction in the syllabus, what students like, what industry demands, and what students can develop or accept as subjects for going to that area. The combination of these four, can really give a wonderful direction to student for choosing a career. Not only choosing a career, but excel into it. I think CounselNavi is doing a wonderful job, and as we are associated, I am really looking forward for taking this association to a very next level, so that students are benefited. And one more aspect is there which I would like to add here, is that international exposure. What our students are lacking is that international exposure, because of lack of proper knowledge. Career Council, this CounselNavi will provide that knowledge to students, that what best options they have internationally, not only career wise, education wise also, and how they can pursue either of them to make their career the best one. So this is the very good combination of all the aspects for the career, and I guess I'm really looking forward for a very good development of ties with CounselNavi in coming future.